I'm Kenda from the Creepshow. I play guitar sometimes, and I am the vocalist.
And I sing sometimes, and I play the keyboard.
Nice.
Look at that, switch up.
Which camera am I looking at?
Both? That one.
That one?
I guess both.
Or did I look at you?
Both of them are good. You could look at me. I think I'm on her level
She's
with
pretty.
it.
We can stare.
Ain't that pretty? Oh well. So you guys are currently on the Stomp Records fall tour along with the Fundamentals and the Hellbound Hepcats.
That's right.
I noticed you hit a few places where bands don't normally tour, namely in Alberta. You said Red Deer before. How does the reaction to your band differ in towns that maybe don't get shows as often as they do in Montreal, or is there a noticeable difference at all?
It depends. Well, compared to Montreal, like there's no comparison because Montreal is always awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But but I mean, like in a random big city, it's kind of it's unfortunate that sometimes you get a lot of people that get a lot of shows, and so like it takes a lot to impress them.
Yeah.
Like every time we've played Las Vegas, it's like pulling
teeth.
it's like pulling teeth to get any sort of reaction, because like if you have like tigers jumping through flaming hoops down the road,
Right.
it's hard to it's hard to be impressed.
Well,
So
next time I'll jump through a flaming hoop.
yes,
Yeah.
If we go to Vegas.
Try to swing that
new
in.
stage show ideas.
Yeah, exactly.
But playing like in Red Deer, it was like
I
it was
had so
a
much fun
it
in
was a
Red Deer.
wonderful start to the tour.
Nice.
And then we played Sault Ste. Marie for the first time in 5 years.
Oh, it was
and
insane.
it was off the hook, the chain, the
I've
I've heard
everything.
good
Fell
things
off the
about
table.
Sault Ste. Marie. I've heard from some people, oh, it's terrible and nobody comes out because nobody knows that type of music. And then like I hear things like that where it's
Well, yeah,
an
like
amazing
insane.
show.
like a lot of kids were complaining that bands were coming through, and so the promoter that did the show, like he was really good. So so at the end of the set, Sean, our bass player, said like, if this guy's putting on shows, make sure that all of you come out to them, because the more that you come out to the shows, the more bands will come through.
Right.
Because it's literally right on the highway, and it's a perfect spot to stop if you're on tour in Canada. So
It was a very pleasant surprise
Nice.
when we played there. Everybody was like, they were just going nuts. It was insane. I had somebody whip their head into my knee, and then I had the crowd lift me up in the air. So it was just a blast. It was
Nice.
a blast. So same with Red Deer. Red Deer was awesome.
Do you guys maybe like a little bit actively try to seek out places that don't get as many shows, or is that like
no,
a product of something else? Like you
No,
just
for
end
sure.
up there.
Well,
because,
because I mean, like for the most part, like we can't just go somewhere. Like someone has to offer us a show there,
Right.
And so if they don't offer us a show, we can't go. And a lot of people don't understand that. Like kids will always say like, "Please come to this town," and I'll just write them back like, "Please get someone in your town that does shows to ask us to come, and we'll come."
Like vampires, we can't come in unless we're asked.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and so wow,
That's a great analogy.
I never thought of that.
Yeah.
But
Now you know.
But yeah, so the tour was supposed to end tonight, but then at the last minute we got offered a show in Newfoundland, and the band has never been in Newfoundland. I've never been in Newfoundland, so to make it work, we booked last minute shows going all the way out to Newfoundland. So we extended the tour by a week just so we
Nice.
could get out there, and so I'm really excited to go there because it's
The way you kind of look at it too is like, if you're going to pass by somewhere, you might as well play a show.
Seriously.
Right? Like,
same with Sault Ste. Marie.
instead of just driving past somewhere for hours on end, why not play a couple of shows and have some fun?
Nice.
You play
Exactly.
you drive right through Sault Ste. Marie on the way to Thunder Bay.
Exactly.
Why not play it?
Why not? So for this tour, what's kind of been like the highlight for you, and what's something, and on the flip side, what's something that went down that maybe was kind of a bummer? Do you have any bummers?
I haven't experienced any bummers during this tour.
My uncle lives in Victoria, and he comes out to every single show. So seeing him was a definite highlight. It's great to catch up with family on the road, because a lot of my family actually lives out west.
Okay.
And so it's a great opportunity to swing by, see everybody like that I haven't seen in years, and even just friends that we made, because we've been touring since 2006.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's really nice to go out and see those friends. Like, we have a friend that used to live in Toronto, and she lives in Edmonton now, and she was there front and center. So it's nice to catch up with old friends.
That's cool.
The only bummer I have is my hurt leg. That's about it.
No.
I know. That's
That
okay.
stinks.
Cheaper through it.
Exactly. Tour injuries.
Yeah.
So you
Tour
mentioned
injuries.
tour injuries.
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 We just made up a word.
Totally did.
Urban
Tour
Dictionary
injuries.
that.
Hell yeah. So you mentioned on your Facebook page that you guys will be working on a new album soon.
That's right, yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about how that's going so far?
It's really, like, we have so many ideas and so many ideas for songs and so many parts of songs written, so there's not really a lot to tell because at this point I have no idea how it's going to be.
It's up in the air.
But we've obviously got a new writer in the band. And so it'll be different. I'm sure. I'm here's hoping it'll be awesome. But yeah,
what we're aiming for. Awesome is what we were aiming for.
I was aiming for mediocre, but the rest of the band's like, no, let's go for awesome.
Lukewarm.
Yeah, loose. Yeah. So here's hoping it goes awesome. I'm sure it will be. As far as how it'll sound, I couldn't say at this point.
No idea.
It's gonna be a mix of everything.
It's gonna be a mystery.
Well, yeah, it's a secret. It's a secret. We can't tell you guys.
That's okay.
That's
I'll get it out of you eventually.
Saying it's mysterious and a secret is our way of
Talk to me later.
Yeah.
Talk to me later.
saying it's a mystery and a secret is our way of saying that we have no idea what we're doing. And it's going to be a disaster.
Just trying to make us look good or something.
I don't believe that for a second. So do you know where you're like recording
We've recorded every album with Steve Reisen at Drive Studios, and mostly because he hates us. And there's nothing like an honest.
So he's gonna bust your ass.
Yeah, there's nothing like his catchphrase is "I'm not here to make friends," and so having him
That's how you know you're working
give us give us an honest opinion like that was awful, I hated that, or I hated that less than the last one. So having that kind of honesty is pretty helpful. So we'll probably be seeing Steve again soon.
Nice.
Which I'm sure he'll love.
I'm looking forward to this.
The hate relationship.
Yes.
I can see how that works. Is there like any other positives, like other than having like new hands on deck to like get in there and like help the material, maybe push the material where it hasn't gone before? Is there any other lovely perks of changing lineup members?
I can't really answer that question.
Yeah. I just realized that.
Kenda is so fresh, like, to the experience that like this is the first time going anywhere outside of Ontario.
Yep.
Correct.
Damn.
Like except for when you were born in another country.
Yeah, I was born.
She was born in another country. So besides that, this is the first time out of like her.
Aside from me being foreign.
Out of the Hamilton area, out of the Golden Horseshoe.
Yeah.
So so like everything we do, it's like. This is
like,
amazing.
yay.
Yeah, like she's just so excited about everything. And
we get to do that today?
Yeah, so it's like
I wash my clothes with hands over the sink.
Like I use baby wipes to clean myself today.
It's just it's like I've seen the Rocky Mountains so many times that it's still beautiful,
Blasé.
but sometimes I forget they're there.
So
and then Kenda goes, "Those are beautiful mountains," and I go, "Yes, they are." And so it's sort of reinvigorated my excitement about it too. Just having someone, and plus we have a new drummer too, so and so he's also helped a lot too,
as well as guitar player.
So yeah, it's been awesome.
I don't ask this question to bands enough. I really should ask it more. What got you into the particular genre of music you play, and why did you choose to do this genre over others?
It was just what we're listening to at the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's really hard to say. I no one really asks us that question. In all honesty, it's just McNabb was really big into it, and I listened to it, but I didn't realize that it was a whole thing.
Okay.
I didn't realize it was a whole genre. I just thought it was punk rock with an upright bass, and I mean, I guess depending on the album, that's I think what we sound like more too.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes we sound a little more psychedelic, sometimes we sound a little more punk rock with an upright bass. Sometimes we sound a little gothy.
Depends on the mood.
Depends on the mood. It's just like life. There's always different moods. Yeah, so it's just I mean, I think we always sound relatively the same, but I think we're always listening to different things. So
you're always bringing that in.
Yeah, see, people have told me that the albums sound a lot different from each other. I've never noticed that, but I guess that comes through with what we're doing at the time.
You're probably like a little bit too close to it to really.
Yeah, maybe. To me, it just sounds like us, but people have said that the albums sound different. So that just depending on who we're dating, what we're listening to, what we're living, I guess.
So if you guys weren't in the Creepshow, is there any kind of music you'd like to be playing?
The fundamentals that are touring with us right now are a ska band. I used to play in ska bands for years.
Oh, you had your trumpet out before I saw that.
Oh, you did?
I totally did.
He did a trumpet solo last night in Quebec.
Yeah, their horn players weren't here for sound check, so I sound checked their horns for them.
I was eavesdropping on it. I totally saw you.
That was hilarious. Yeah, So I mean, I would love to join. If I'm not doing the creep, if I quit the creep show, I'm joining the fundamentals. They don't know that.
Specifically the fundamentals.
They don't know that.
No other
Right.
scouts,
Yeah,
just
if I could
fundamentals.
join.
I'm just gonna show up and practice.
Both of you.
There we go.
Creepshow joins the fundamentals.
Yep, basically.
We'll just get
Yeah.
every band member to join the fundamentals.
It'll be a super group.
It'll be a
16
super
people
group.
on stage. No room for a stage diving.
Yeah, I might be doing that.
Cool.
What about you?
Me.
Kenda has her own acoustic act.
I do. I play acoustic, but I was also in a southern rock-esque
Okay.
band beforehand, before I met them.
Nice.
So I can't really say that if I don't want to quit the creep show.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
See what happens, babe. We'll see what happens.
I might just get fired. I don't know.
They've been through 2 others.
We've done it before. We'll do it again.
Please don't.
Watch your mouth.
That's horrible.
It is horrible.
All right, so stop tour
Scared now.
Really
I thought
kick
you
his ass
said you weren't
later.
gonna make me cry during this interview.
No.
She Barbara Walters your ass.
Yeah. Now, what are your plans as a band in the upcoming year?
What a great question.
I know, right?
Wonderful question. That is a wonderful, wonderful question. Ginty, would you like to answer that?
I would love to. Number. I think we already said this, but we're bummed to say goodbye to our tour mates.
I don't want to leave them. I love the fundamentals and the Hellbound Hepcats.
But we do have 3 days off in Montreal, so we're gonna hang
And they
out.
all live in Montreal. So that's
They
gonna be
do.
fun.
Perfect. But yeah, so next on the bill, we come back to Montreal for the NoFX show on New Year's Eve, and then after that we make the album. So as the album's out, we're just gonna go across Canada again, go through the States again, go to Europe again, and around
Have
the
a
world.
blast doing it.
Whoever asks us to play a show, we will go
You're
to
there?
it. We're there.
Yep.
Someone's gotta ask. Gotta invite us in.
Don't
Like
say
a
that.
vampire.
Vampires.
You'll end up in like a jail or something.
We can pull the whole Johnny Cash thing and play in a
I am
Totally.
not badass
You know
like Johnny
what?
Cash to play in a prison.
I
would
would.
be the
No.
first one out of there.
I would.
She'd do it.
I'd do it.
You're a
And I'm a girl
You're a
though.
lady, though.
No, but see that's the thing
But
though.
they-
Is where you have to be more worried.
Depending on the prison, they would probably respect you more than me. They would probably look at me and who's this fucking pussy? Look at you and be like, it's a lady.
There's a lady.
This is
I
a
don't
lady.
know.
They're all
wouldn't call me a lady.
Southern
You go to
gentlemen.
like an all
This is a
girls-
lady. Treat her with some respect.
I like your accent.
Go to an all girls prison.
Oh, then I'll
I'm
get
there.
raped.
I'm there.
Actually.
Then you get raped.
Oh
Co-ed.
man, don't
Co-ed.
get me started.
We're there.
How about we
Lady
just play
prison
for
video.
like the teenagers, like juvie? I mean, it's still badass.
Sure.
But at the same time, you're not going to get killed. So you play at a juvenile
Fingers crossed.
delinquent center.
Knock on wood. Knock on park.
Oh, I'm ruining things.
Oh well.
No, sorry.
Okay. And I think that's good. Yeah.
Let's do the wave
Thank you.
again.